Now we are continuing with the journey. Today's weather has affected the people coming to this meeting. But whoever has come, I welcome all of you. That's wonderful. And last time while speaking, I said I'll be chanting a mantra, which I forgot at the end. Because there were some questions, and with those questions I concluded. Then somebody asked me, you forgot, you did not give us the chanting. I was waiting for that. That girl is not here now. I said, I'm sorry, I forgot. Today, that mistake will be corrected. Since yesterday, my mind was going over what happened in London. It's human weaknesses. It's human havoc. We feel that we are above all. We are above our feelings and thoughts, and that's what we think. We are the doers. Everything is being done by us. No. Every action will have its own reaction. Karma and pratikarma, Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. If you do a karma, even in the U.S.A. it is said, karma kuru, do your work. But it will have its own fruit. But that action will have reaction too. That incident was all the time in my mind, and still I continue to have that thought in my mind. Subconscious mind will always work. Never we stop, even while sleeping. We don't stop from thinking. The mind is working. Mind has so much power. I am standing here, but my mind will be in Australia. Then where am I? I am here or I am in Australia. My body is here. My mind is in Australia. My mind is in India. My mind is somewhere else. Mauritius. My mind is Seychelles. Then where am I? I am in London today, at this moment. Crying with all those people, sympathizing. There I thought I should chant one mantra in that context. We need peace. But peace cannot be created by conferences, meetings, assemblies, workshops, peace workshop. There they will fight. In the peace workshop, who will be the first speaker? That's the question. That will create a problem. There won't be peace. Then peace resolution, the sentences will be created. Only sentence, only the resolution will have to be passed. Therefore, in the Upanishads, there's a wonderful chanting, a wonderful mantra. Everywhere there is peace. We are actually disturbing the peace. We are the people. Our mind is such narrow-mindedness, cruel-mindedness. That makes the peace nothing for us. Peace, there is no peace. Peace cannot be created from outside. It has to come from inside. Everywhere there is peace, the earth, in the environment. See the birds and animals, how peaceful they are. But we interfere in their life, therefore they attack. We take away the food of a bird, that will attack. See, once I was having some banana. I was walking through a street in India, and a monkey came and took away. I was so happy. Take it. He took it away. And he was enjoying. See that enjoyment. Be happy. Oh, Dyo Shanti Antarikshagum Shanti. Starting with Dyo. Dyo Shanti Antarikshagum Shanti. Prithvi Shanti Apa Shanti Oshadaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishve Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagam Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredhi. Peace. Shanti. Peace. Everywhere. Dhyau. Antariksham. Sky. Mid-region. Earth. Waters. All herbs. Trees and plants. Everywhere there is peace. And ancestors may be looking from somewhere. They also have peace. And we are disturbing that peace. But the Vedic mantra, Upanishad mantra says, let that peace come to me. Let that peace come to me. That peace has to come. That is the main message of the Vedic literature. Therefore, it is secular. It is not for one religious group or two religious groups or anybody who doesn't believe in something, doesn't believe in any religion. All atheists even will accept. Non-religious religion, there are believers of religions. But non-believers also will have to accept this peace. They can't say we are going to fight. Fight is the fighting with each other is my birthright. They can't say. He will never say. There was a sage in Indian philosophic field, the ancient time, lots of many centuries back, Charvaka. He was an atheist. Atheist is who? Nastikas. They are called Nastikas. Those who do not say Asti, they will be called Nastik. Those who will say Asti, they will be called Astikas. Brahman is, the supreme power is, supreme spirit is. There is one power which controls or which has the pervasive quality. Everywhere he is. Who is he? We don't know. What is he? We don't know. But he is. That is the, last time I said, seed of creation. That is the first seed. Beyond that only we can talk. We can discuss. That is the very essential aspect of life. In the Upanishads, we have transcendental experiences, feelings, of course, starting with feelings and thoughts and experiences, realization, transcendental experience. All these are one after another. The gradual process is taken care. Upanishad sages, they say whatever they say, we can't take those words just as words. They have the symbolic meanings. What is the symbolism? One sentence last time I said, Ekam Saddipraha Bahuda Vadanti. The mantra says, Indram Mitram Varunam Agni Mahu. Indram Mitram Varunam Agni Matarishva. All these names are given to manifestations, different forms, different faces, different processes. They are all given some name. Indra, Mitra is Surya, Varuna, who is playing game today, Agni, explosions, fire. All these are manifestations. They are given a name. They are deities. They are gods. Gods, who are gods? In one of the Upanishads about gods, Isha Upanishad says, Asurya. There is Asuras. They are also Asuras. Suras and Asuras. Suras are Devas. General feeling is Devas are great. In what way they are great? Devas are all sitting in the heaven, Swargaloka. Where is Swargaloka? Devas are sitting there. What do? They are good people. No, they are enjoying all unwanted things. They are enjoying. Enjoyment is the boon of life. Do your work and then enjoy. They don't do anything because they have Kamadhenu, Kalpavriksha, all these are sitting there. Whatever you want, the vriksha, the tree will give you. Go to the tree, stand and ask for $1 million. It will give you. I don't want the tree to come to the earth because the people, again, trouble. That tree will create trouble. For that tree, they will quarrel. Everybody will die. Because when I talk, so many things coming into my mind. Because one of the stories in Krishna's life, at the end of Krishna's life, how the end came to Krishna's life. There's a story when we take the Srimad Bhagavatam or Mahabharata at that time, I'll give you the expression, detailed meaning. They created that some weapons. They threw that weapon. They split those weapons and put them somewhere. One day they all became plants, and in that Yadukula people, there's the dynasty of Krishna. That's why Yadava Pati, Yadupati, Krishna. Yadavas started fighting, and they used those grass plants, and they were weapons. They died. This is a story. There is also symbolism. All these Indram, Mitram, Varunam, all these devatas, deities are given. They are all, we call them devas, we call them great people. Then what is Asura's quality? Asuras are not devas. They kill others, they fight with others, they quarrel with others, they create problems to others. They snatch away the properties of others and even the personal belongings. They are the Asuras. But Upanishad says, those who know only to enjoy, they are all devas. They are all suras. They are all asuras also. There is no difference between suras and asuras. Therefore, asurya eva. Asuras, even the devatas are asuras because they know only to enjoy. Enjoyment is not bad. And you do something, reap the fruits of your action. That is you enjoy your fruits. That enjoyment is very good. But our life is meant for something higher. Enjoyment also can be in a higher level. For example, small thing. I have one mango, and I cut into pieces that mango and give it to others. One piece I can have, and others also can have one piece each. That's the enjoyment. By seeing somebody enjoying the sweetness of the mango, I feel so happy. That's the real enjoyment. Isha Upanishad says, always people think of Upanishads as the subject for discussion after 60 years of age. Now, we have reached 80 years, 90 years, I would say. Even today, at the young age, people can read. Because that About the life it explains, you do your work, kurvanneveha karmani, jijivishe chatam samaha, na anyatha ito asti, na karma lipyate nare. This is the mantra. Iha karma, simple sentence. Iha karmani kuru. Iha karma, Sanskrit is easy. Iha karmani kuru. Iha means on this earth. Do your action, do your work. In those days, they had the work as different types of yajnas, sacrifices, offerings. They used to do that because number of people was less, population was not this much. They were producing whatever they can, they could do that. And they were offering to gods and goddesses, thinking that will create good to them. And whatever they had, they were offering to others. And he says, Upanishad says, Kurvanneveha karmani. Karmani kuru. You do your work. You do your action. Today action may be different. In those days action was, it said, yajna karmani. Yajna karmani kuru. But without any attachment. If you do with attachment, anything, it's a question. It will create a question also in your mind. Do your work without attachment. How can it be? How is it possible without any attachment, without any... we don't need to hanker for anything. We don't need to be after anything. We have to have attachment. Then only we will be able to do that. But the sage, that is wise man says, no. With attachment, your mind is only 50% in the work, in the duties, in the fulfilling the responsibility. You are doing something, you have to have full concentration. Mind should be awfully free from attachment. Then how can it be successful? No, it will be successful if you do your work with full concentration, full determination. Then it will bring to you the real fruit of that action. Then you stop. Then next work. One action is over, the second act. That's what Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Ma karma phala heturvu. You are reasoning for something, doing some work should not be the fruit. Fruit will come to you, my friend. Krishna tells Arjuna, fruit will come to you. It has to come. Oh, sorry. Action. I reap the fruit. Pain. I reap the fruit. Therefore, karmani kurvan. The sage will say, don't stop your work. Kurvan is a grammatical form in Sanskrit. Continuity of action. Nero knows. Continuity of action. Go on doing. As long as your body is strong enough to do something, don't stop. Now what is the aim of my life? What is the purpose of my life then? There also Upanishad will say, listen to good words, speak good words, see good things. See, that is the life. Listening to music is not bad. People say, no, that's only for those people who enjoy music. No, everybody will enjoy music if the person has the habit of listening to music. If you see a good picture, you will enjoy. You will see what a beautiful picture it is. And good food, enjoy your good food. But that should not be the ultimate goal of our life. That's what Upanishad says. Om Badram Karane Vishnuniyama Deva Badram Pashyem Akshabirajatra. See what it's not for those who are above 60. It's for everybody. 10-year-old boy, 6-year-old girl, 5-year-old girl, 6-year-old boy. For everybody this is needed. A chocolate is enjoyed by a child. Of course, mother will say, don't eat chocolate. But chocolate is, the child enjoys. Child likes to eat chocolate. And they will give something else also up, alternatively, instead of chocolate, something else, just to offset the shortcoming. Then anyway, this enjoyment, Badram Karane Vishnuyama, the sage says, hear all good things, see every good thing. Badram Pashyema. Badram means very good. Badram Pashyema Akshavihi. By eyes, you have to see good things. The eyes are meant for that. Ears are meant for that. And you have to enjoy good food. And then make your body strong enough not to go to the boxing game. To live happily, to live healthily, you have to have very strong body. Therefore, yoga exercise people do. Sthirairangai stuštuvagum sastanubihi vyashema devahitam yada. The whole life you enjoy, you make your limbs strong enough to serve the entire creation. To serve God, he says, devahitam. For devaya, devahitam. The whole life you have to serve the God. God is in the form of all beings. God is not only in the temple. God is not only in one place. God is everywhere. You have to serve not only humanity, all beings you have to serve. Then why should he say devahitam? The reason is deva is also symbolic expression for all beings. Only difference between the motivator, the powerful Brahman, supreme power, supreme being. Only difference between him, or we don't know him or her or it, we don't know the gender of that supreme being. That supreme being is everywhere. But we don't see that. We don't see. Because it said, Andhakarat Parastat. We have to transcend the darkness, then we will see the light. We will see the light after transcending the darkness, after getting out of the darkness. Because we are in darkness. We are selfish. We are egocentric. This is human nature. Human nature is that. It's not, we don't need to blame anybody for that. We don't need to blame each other. It's human nature. But that human nature should be changed. That's what Upanishad wants us to do. Upanishad wants us to do what? Make your body very strong enough to serve the entire creation in the form of devas whom we see. In the form of supreme power we see. All are one. Therefore, who am I? That the question starts. Koham. Aham kaha. Who am I? Vedahametam purusham mahantam aditya-varanam tamasah parastat. Aditya-varanam. That is in the form of Surya, in the form of sun, in the form of brightness, in the form of effulgence, in the form of great light. One person, he is only bright. But what else will be there beyond that? Andhakara. Aditya-varanam tamasah parastat. Transcending the tamaha, transcending the andhakara. That is ignorance, darkness, ignorance, ajnana timirandhakara. Ajnana is non-knowledge, ignorance. That is like timira. Timira is andhakara, a darkness. Timira, you have to transcend that timira. Then you will see the light. What is the light? Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Then we see sun, we see moon, we see so many galaxies of the stars. So many stars and galaxies we find in the space. All these are bright, but that is nothing compared to that supreme power's brightness. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. There is only one. Without him, Kena Upanishad will say. Kena, by whom it is brightened. by whom we hear, by whom we see, by whose power we survive, we live, by whom, by whose power, by whose motivation, by whose energy we are able to do many things in the life. Therefore, he says, Aditya-varanam tamasah parastat tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. With that light, that brightness, that is everywhere. In every being, in you and me, in all the creatures. The entire creation has only oneness, only one, unity. In diversified forms, in multifarious forms, we have one unity, unified Brahman. Thus Brahman it's not something unbelievable. It's not something one has to go deep into the subject. Just imagine. I'm standing, I'm saying something and speaking. There's no difference between the speaker and the listener. Listener also is speaking within the person, within himself or herself. The speaker also is listening within himself or herself, myself or yourself. Therefore, there is only one. If I am hearing, and you are also hearing. If I am speaking, you are also speaking. Tadejati, tannaijati, again Upanishad says. Whatever happens, happens because of one power. That one power is everywhere. We will say all-pervading supreme power. And what is he doing? What does he do? He stay, koham, question. Who am I? There the answer comes. Who am I? The Upanishad says, soham. Question is koham. Aham kaha? Answer is soham. That is me. The question also is, people say it's not very clear. Who am I? Why should I ask this question? Stand in the front of mirror. I'll see who am I. No, it's only a reflection. It's not me. My face will be very beautiful in the mirror. Or in some other mirror it will be different, something else. But it's only a reflection. It's only sometimes created reflection, bad reflection. But who am I? The question again always troubles us. Who am I? The sage is very calmly, he says, Soham, I am that. Who is that? But the problem is, he has to use something, use some word for that. Therefore, he uses the word Saha. Saha is the masculine, he. I am he. But somebody put the question, how can you say masculine gender, Saha? It's only for argument, my friend. All right, for you I will say Tattvam-asi. Tvam, Tat asi, Tat, that. There's a neuter gender word. Tat, Tvam, Asi. Tattvam is you, Tatu is that, Asi. You are that. There is a neuter gender word. The neuter gender is also it's not feminine, it is not masculine, it is neuter, there is some gender there. Therefore, the Brahman himself says, oh, don't go for all these arguments and discussions, struggles and quarrels. It's better to say, Ekoham bahusyam. I am one. I am one. No second. Ekam eva advitiyam. I am one. I become many. Again the question will arise. Ekoham. If I say one, what about shunya? Below one, there is one number, shunya. That is zero. Zero is also a number. You go on adding zeros. 1, 0, 10. 1, 2 zeros, 100. It goes on increasing. Therefore, I am shunya. Shunya means vacuum, nothing, nothingness. Then Brahman will say, no, I am Purna. I am Purnam, fullness. These are all questions in the minds of all different sages, wise people. But at the end he will say, Soham. There is no question. They don't go by that gender. For argument, we have to say that because it's symbolic. Therefore, sage will say it is symbolic. Therefore, you don't quarrel about the gender. Tattvamasi is the beautiful sentence. Tattvamasi. These are all considered as Mahavakyas in the Vedas. Great sentences, full of meaning. As I was saying about the symbolism, even always people put a question to me. I'm going to something else. People put a question. In the Hindu religion, first I don't agree with that word, Hindu religion, because it's not a religion. What I'm saying is applicable to everybody. It's applicable to all. There's only one supreme power. It's applicable to not only me, or Hindu, or Jain, or Buddha, or Sikh, or Islam. Or Islam also will say, Hamjadullah. There's only one God. Therefore, only one God. There was a great poet, Kabir Das. He was a philosopher poet. He was a saint poet. He was a mystic poet. And he says, God is one, or Brahman is one or two. He uses a couplet. एक कहूं तो है नहीं, दो ये कहूं तो गारी. If I say one God, then it's not one. There are so many. If I say two gods, no, the person who considers God as one, he will quarrel with me. He will fight with me. He will kill me. Do ye kahun to gari. Gari means gali, that is scold. He will scold me. He will fight with me. What to do now? One or two? Don't go for these arguments. है जैसा तैसा रहे. छोड़ो उसको. Leave him alone. Leave that God alone. As he is, so he should be. है जैसा तैसा रहे, हर्षि हर्षि गुण गाए. Okay. Therefore, there is no one. Ekoham bahusyam, Brahman says. I am one, but I become many. That one is only a number. The being is only one. That one is everywhere. All put together are one. All. Combine all of them. One day I was just joking with somebody. How can you explain about this oneness? It's awful. You can't understand this. Your mind will blow. See, for example, we all enjoy some musician, some singer comes and sings, or one instrument is played. He plays an instrument with his raga. You know raga, musical note. He presents. So beautiful. Kalyani raga. Bhairavi raga. Beautiful. Bhairavi raga. Only one piece of the entire music world. Music may be having Sangeeta Shastra. The scripture of music will be having thousands of notes like this. Like Bhairavi, so many notes are there. With one note we are so happy, we are so much enjoying. Suppose one day all these notes are combined, put into one note, all made into one. The mind will not accept. Mind will blow. Mind will have problem. There is no question of enjoyment. We will just swoon. We will die. Nobody can go for that type of music, collection of all notes, made into one. Same way, the Brahman is there. All are one. Collecting all the people, all the plants, all animals, all galaxies. Combine all of them. Join. Therefore, Ishavasyamidam sarvam, he said. Idam sarvam, whatever is on this earth, in this creation, in this universe, whatever, yatkincha. He says, what are all these? Where are these? I won't say where it is. Yatkincha, whatever. Yatkinchit. Somebody said, what should I give to somebody? Yatkinchit datavyam in Sanskrit. Yatkinchit, whatever you have, give. Upanishad says, Yatkincha jagatyam jagat. In the moving world, what is moving world? Changing world. What is changing world? It is only becoming something, from one thing to another. It becomes something else. Today, the world is this. Tomorrow, the world will be different. We didn't hear anything about Afghanistan once upon a time. Now we are hearing every day. World is changing. We never thought of Iraq. Now every day we are hearing all those stories. What I'm saying, all these are changing. The entire creation is changing. But again, it will come back. It's a rolling game. Who makes all these games? Nobody does. It goes on. Nobody can say that Brahman is doing. No. Brahman is not the creator. Brahman is not the protector. Brahman is not the destroyer. Because in our mythology, there are three Trinity, except Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Now these are all only for argument, for certain necessities, just to make people understand the qualities of the creation. Even I was starting about this the society. The Upanishad talks about individual, talks about society, talks about the nation, talks about the entire universe and beyond. And everything is applicable to everybody. Individual, as I said, kurvan nevehe karmani, do your work, do your duties. Whatever was there at that time, that was different. Today, whatever you are supposed to do, do it. Continuously do. If you wish, see the beauty. Everybody wants to live for 100 years. If somebody says, no, your stars say that you are only for 80 years. Oh, no, I want 100 years. Why not 120? 100 is the maximum that is accepted number, 100 years. That's why Shatayuh Purusha Shatendriyaha. Shatayuhu Purushaha should be, Purushaha means all, not only man. Purusha is a meaning. Don't think Purusha is only for man. Purusha is also Brahman in the form of a body. Brahman, embodied Brahman. Embodied. Within the body, whatever we have inside, if anatomy will show you the pictures of body, but here, whatever is inside, whatever in the body acts, how does it act? Acts because of certain motivative power. We don't know. Just like electricity, we don't know. Again, Kabir Das comes to my mind. Kabir Das says, we don't understand that supreme power. Who is like fragrance in the flower. Fragrance in the flower. What a beautiful flower. Nirmalji, what a beautiful flower. The flower is so beautiful and flower is so fragrant. Somebody said to me, where is fragrance? I don't see any fragrance. No, you are a stupid fellow. You smell it. No, there is nothing. Then you have to see, you have to experience, then only you will understand, you will realize that there is fragrance in it. Don't close your mind. Open your mind and enjoy. That is only for self-realization. The Brahman theory has to be realized by every individual. Within my body, there is something which makes me act, which makes me live, which makes me speak, which makes me do something. Therefore, he says that Brahman, I am walking, Brahman is walking. I am running, Brahman is running. I am standing, Brahman is standing. then I don't have any authority in my life? I don't have any power in my life? No. Then what is the use of this life? There's something special. There's something different. What is the use of this life? That is, listen to music, speak truth, do your duties, act virtuously, satyam vada, dharmam chara, respect everybody. These are all your duties because you are a human living person. Any animal also will do its own duty. And all these is individual. Social, society. Upanishad talks about society. They put a question to me. These 4 caste system. In the Upanishad it is said, 4 castes are very important. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. The later period, in the Upanishad period and later on in the Bhagavad Gita time also, castes were based on not birth, by action, by modes of character, modes of conduct. Like Chatur Varanyam Maya Srishtam Gunakarma Vibhagashaha, Gita says. Chatur, Krishna says, Chatur, of course subject is Upanishad, but I am going back. First Gita, then Upanishad. Chatur Varanyam, 4 Varanas, 4 castes I have created based on Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. Based on gunas, based on karma. If I am asked to do a business I can't do, I am a failure. I will be a failure. I am asked to go to army. First bullet I will accept. I will not be able to stand that bullet. If I am asked to do some service, probably I will be able to do. Read the books and say something. Okay, that's my work. Then I can forget. Every individual has its caliber, has its own capability. The body, composition of my body is such. I can't do everything. I cannot do Sodharme Nadanam Shreya. Fulfilling my own duty, I can die. I'll be happy to die. But if I have to take others' responsibility, it will be bhayava. It will be frightening. It will be fearful. I cannot accept. Sodharme nadanam shreyaha paradharmo bhayava. Paradharma. Others, I can't do others' duties, others' responsibilities. I cannot fulfill. Upanishad says, from one Brahman, from his head, Brahmana was created. This is a symbolic expression. Brahmana was created. From his hands, Kshatriya was created. From his thigh, Vaishya was created. From his leg, Shudra was created. Why this disparity? Why can't Shudra be created from the head? People started questioning the Upanishads and Vedas. Why the Vedic sage says like this, Brahmana came out of Brahman's head. Brahman, if you really personify Brahman, then he says, it's only symbolic expression. There's one Brahman, that Brahman's, from mind, Brahmana came, from hands, Kshatriya came. Now, for example, for argument's sake, I'm saying, if the head is alone, what is it going to do? What the head will be doing? Without leg, without thigh, without hands, what the head is going to do? What the hands are going to do without mind, without head? Without leg, what the mind and hands will do? What the thigh will do without? The whole system is one. That's what Upanishad says. The whole society is one. Whole society is like this. All 4 castes are based on their actions, based on their gunas, based on their mode of conduct and character. Based on their composition of 5 elements in different proportions. Therefore, the whole system, the whole body is one. Whether it is head, whether it is leg, whether it is thigh, whether it is hand. Therefore, the society has been created based on the action, based on the gunas, based not by birth. Guna karma vibhagashaha. The society should be like this. Why this? Suddenly people say he is born Brahmin. He is born Kshatriya. Wrong. Suppose in my family there are 4 brothers or 2 brothers and 2 sisters or whatever. One is going as a teacher, the other one is in the army, the third one is doing business, fourth one is doing some tailoring job. Okay. All 4 castes are there. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Father may be Brahmana, mother may be Brahmana, Brahmani, but all these 4 are different castes. But in one family. That was the basic principle behind this Veda mantra and Upanishad mantra and Gita saying. But later on, people changed. They wanted to have Brahmins wanted to have upper hand. That is the historical thing, political situations. At the time of Chandragupta, what happened with Chanakya, you know, Chanakya story. Chanakya created Chandragupta, going against Nanda. The Brahmin, from that time, even earlier, even during the time of Mahabharata, it started. Therefore, Krishna had to say, Guna karma vibhagashaha chatur varanyam maya sishtam. 4 varanas were created by me. This is society. So, about the society, how the society should function, Upanishad says. How the individual should function, Upanishad commands. How the universe should work, should function. How the universe should function. Universe, that unity, unifying nature should be adopted, should be accepted. All are one. The entire universe is one. Whether it is region above, whether it is region below, whether it is in this region where we are, all the Om Bhur Bhuvaswa. Bhuh, Bhuvaha, Swaha. Swaha is Swargaloka, mid region is Bhuvaha, and Bhu is Prithvi or Earth. All these are one. Therefore, Indram Mitram Varunam Agnimahu Ekam Sadvipra Bahuda Vadanti. There is only one truth, one being, one nature, because nature may be different, but nature is one. But in the nature, so many changes take place. Therefore, nature cannot be equated with Brahman. Without Brahman, nature is nothing. But for the creation, we have nature, we have humans, we have all the animals and plants and all those movables and immovables. All those are remaining. But with all these, there is only one creating unity, power of unity. That is Brahman. There is one truth is there. And we can't question that. Then he says if you really understand that Brahman, what will happen? I cannot be standing here. I understand for argument, for study, for saying something about Brahman, but if I become one with that Brahman, that will be the situation. Mukam karoti vacha. Muka. He becomes dumb. Great saints were dumbs because they don't speak. They don't speak much. They never spoke much. They all acted. They did good to everybody. They did good to all the people, on the entire creation. Great personalities, sages, wise people. About them, one great philosopher says he is like the saintly person or sage. They are like what? They are like spring season. Come and go, doing good to others. Without asking, the spring season comes. Without any motive, it comes and does service to the people, service to the nature, service to environment, and it goes away. Similarly, the wise people, sages, they came. We don't know who wrote Ishopanishad, who wrote Kenopanishad, who wrote Mundakopanishad. Yatha nadyaha syandamanaha. It's a different aspect. I was thinking of nadis, that is rivers flowing in different streams, different forms, and go and reach and merge in the same ocean. The same way all the entire creatures, creation, goes in different fields, different margas, different pathas, different ways, different paths. But at the end, the Brahman theory will have to accept. There's only one, that unity in diversity. Individual, the Upanishads have given us our told us our responsibilities, what we are supposed to do. Something I wanted to say, it won't be possible. What happens after death? That's a good question. Dr. Naveen Mehta will say something about that. Big Bang Theory. A scientist cannot question. I always feel somewhat perplexed. But however, duties for individual, duties for society, duties for universe, the entire creation, Upanishads have given us. There are other aspects also from Mundaka Upanishad. The first mantra says, Om ityekaksharam brahma. Om ityekaksharam brahma. Brahman is Om. Again, I am creating the question in your mind. Om is Brahman. That's what he says. Om iti ekaksharam Brahma. There is A, O, Im, three primordial sounds. These three sounds combined jointly become Om. That Om is Brahman. Om is Brahman. Then I can write Om and start puja, start worshipping. No. Om is only go on chanting Om. Your mind is blocked. You don't think of anything else. Anything, any concentrate, any meditation you can do on any subject, anything. There is no need to chant only Om. Patanjali says in the Yoga Sutra, there are so many methods he has explained about meditation. At one point he says, even Pranava mantra, there is Omkara mantra also, there is even Gayatri mantra also can be chanted and for meditation purpose. But however, I'm going beyond my subject. Today Upanishads, we entered into Upanishads, still more has to come. Now I would like you to give your comments, or you can give your own opinions, views, or questions. Come, anybody? Anusha.
You were talking in the beginning about attachment and doing your duty without attachment. Can you just explain that some more? How can you do some sort of duty without attachment? I mean, can you be happy? Can you be sad? And how does that go together? And also, when you keep doing your work without the results, what is the final goal to that?
That's the problem. That's what Upanishads and Gita say. That's what they say. If you have attachment, if you have already set a goal, I have to reach that. For that I am doing work. Then you can forget that goal. It will come. What Upanishads say, or Vedas say, or Bhagavad Gita says, you have to concentrate 100% concentration on your work. You want to be a doctor? You do your study. Concentration. Don't think of what is going to happen after becoming a doctor. What am I going to achieve? No, there is no need. You will achieve with full concentration, with full meditation, with full, fully you are doing your work. There is no other thought in your mind. If you start thinking of fruit, a part of your mind goes away, goes astray. It goes somewhere else. Oh, after 5 years, what am I going to achieve? I am going to be a wonderful engineer, wonderful doctor, wonderful professor, wonderful wise person. But why should I think? If I study, for example, a child studies for 10 hours or 12 hours or whatever number of hours he needs or she needs, The full concentration is needed. Otherwise, the mind becomes astray. It goes somewhere else. It's thinking of only one. Later, what is going to happen? Today, what are you going to do? That we have to think. Therefore, Krishna says, Vedas say, concentrate on your work. Attachment, what happens? If you are attached to one aspect of the work, what you are doing, you will not be able to do anything else. You are attached. That attachment itself will make you. Suppose I have an ambition. I saw a house, beautiful house. I am attached to that house. My attachment. What is it going to be of use to me? That attachment is of no use. I have to work hard to get that house. Work hard to achieve something. If I work hard, the achievement will be there. It's only our own point of discussion. What Krishna says, for example, ma karma phala hetur bhuh. Karma phala hetu. 3 words. Karma, to do karma, there should not be a hetu as phalam. That is, fruit should not be the hetu. Fruit should not be the karana. Fruit should not be the cause for doing something. Reason for something. If you do your work, the fruit will come. 100% concentration is needed. He is a psychologist. Therefore he says, Sangat sanjayate kamaha. Attachment leads us to kama, desire. One attachment leads us to desire. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. If the desire is not fulfilled, kamat krodho bhavati. Kamat krodho vijayati. Kamat krodha. If the desire is not fulfilled, anger. At the end, what happens? Anger takes away my mind. Thinking power of thinking is gone. My intelligence is gone. My mind is lost. If mind is lost, buddhinashat pranashyati. Therefore, what started how? Vishayat sangha. Because Vishaya is sense desires of our senses. Desires of our, for example, nose is one of the organs, sense organ, ear, tongue, eye, all these 5 limbs. The pancha karmani. Therefore, attachment creates problem. But without attachment, you are right. Without attachment, how am I going to start the work if I am not attached? Because your nature itself will make you do something, will make you do some action. That action will lead to some fruit. Therefore, do your action according to your constitution, according to your mode of character, mode of conduct. You do the work and you will reap the fruit which is supposed to get to you. That you will get that fruit. It's only a question of argument, discussion. But argument is very necessary. Without attachment, what am I going to do? With attachment, if something goes wrong, then you will create problem for yourself. Therefore, why should you get attached? According to your own thinking, according to your own desires, you can do. You can do whatever action you want to do. Yes.
So, how would you react, or how should one react when you do your duty, or you just do whatever you're supposed to be concentrating on, and things don't go the way you want?
It will go. You have to do that. If you have full concentration on your work, on your action, on your whatever you want to do, you will achieve the fruits, you will accomplish in a beautiful way, and you will reap the real fruit of your action. Do one day, we all will do. Anything else? Any other question?
You mentioned one saint at the beginning,
Charvaka. Charvaka was an atheist. He said, no, this atheist is wonderful. He's also a philosopher, accepted philosopher in the history of Indian philosophy. Charvaka Darshana, Charvaka philosophy. As a joke, people used to say, Panditas, not people, Panditas, scholars used to say, Charvaka used a sentence, Ranam krutva gritam piva. Ranam krutva. Even take a loan and eat, ghee, melted butter. Take a loan and eat butter. That is, you have to enjoy life, enjoy life. That's what he said. His theory was something different. I'll explain about it.